The strike aircraft designed by Sukhoi became, without exaggeration, a true symbol of frontline aviation in the USSR and across the post-Soviet world. War Thunder features an extensive lineup of these vehicles, ranging from the first supersonic attack jet, the Su-7, to the modern Su-34. Despite their shared purpose, each model has its own distinct features and requires a unique approach in combat, something we're going to explore together today. We begin with Sukhoi's very first attack jet, the Su-7B. It's the very first supersonic strike aircraft available to the USSR in the game. In terms of speed, it can even rival many fighters of its rank. However, the highly swept wings that gave this bomber its speed also make sharp maneuvering nearly impossible. For that reason, we recommend sticking to straight flight paths. The Su-7B is equipped with a ballistic computer that makes rocket attacks more accurate. Of particular note are the S-24 rockets, capable of dealing devastating damage thanks to their large explosive payload. The Su-7B's most serious drawback is the absence of flares or chaff. While surface-to-air missiles are not overtly common at this rank, they do sometimes appear, and this early Sukhoi strike jet has very little chance of evading them. The Su-7BKL and its export variant, the BMK, come with 2 additional hardpoints compared to the base model. They still cannot carry guided weapons, but the extra pylons basically give them the opportunity to destroy 2 more ground targets per sortie. Their combat tactics remain the same. Make a fast diving run, drop your payload, and withdraw immediately. Next on the list is the Su-17M2. Its most striking feature is the variable sweep wing, which improves handling at low speeds without sacrificing maximum performance. This attack aircraft can also carry a much heavier payload, up to 4 tons of bombs and rockets. More importantly, it introduces precision strike capability with guided air-to-surface missiles, such as the Kha-23, Kha-25, or Kha-29. These allow you to attack from altitude without lingering in enemy air defense zones. The Su-17M2 also gains air-to-air missiles for self-defense, but it still lacks flares and chaff, so it's still not a good idea to be caught in the sights of a hostile fighter jet. Countermeasure systems finally appear with the later Su-17M3 and Su-17M4, as well as the export Su-22s. The use of these aircraft is similar to that of the M2, but each can carry up to 4 precision-guided missiles with laser guidance. The latest versions, the Su-17M4 and Su-22M4, even support TV-guided munitions. These are true fire-and-forget weapons, allowing you to break away from an attack much faster. A few tips for flying aircraft equipped with guided weapons. First, try to release as many precision munitions as possible in a single run, since enemy fighters are unlikely to give you a second chance to climb back to altitude. When beginning a dive, cut your throttle and deploy the air brake. This buys more time to acquire targets before releasing guided missiles into clusters of enemies. With laser-guided weapons, you can direct an unlimited number of them simultaneously. Second, always keep an eye out for airborne threats, so you can make timely use of all-aspect air-to-air missiles. All later Su-17 and Su-22 variants carry them, while the modest maneuverability of these jets prevents them from holding their own in a turn fight. These missiles can buy you some precious time. The next step in Sukhoi's strike aircraft evolution was the Su-25. Here, the designers abandoned the supersonic concept in favor of a slower but much more survivable subsonic attack jet. Protection is important, but so is firepower. The Su-25's tactics differ dramatically from those of the Su-17 and Su-22. Early Frogfoot variants rely primarily on unguided weapons. Thanks to its low speed, the aircraft excels at treetop-level attacks. Large-caliber rockets, such as the S-13OF and S-25O, are especially effective here. Flying at such low altitudes is very risky, of course, but unguided ordnance costs relatively few spawn points, making it a worthwhile trade-off. Later variants, the Su-25BM, Su-25T, Su-25SM3, and Su-39, shift the focus towards guided weapons. On those aircraft, it's best to start engagements with fire and forget munitions, such as the Ha-29T or Ha-38MT, which are excellent for suppressing enemy air defense systems. Laser-guided missiles and unguided weapons remain very effective in treetop-level engagements. Pop up from behind terrain, launch your strike from 3 to 5 kilometers, and get out. The Su-25's air-to-air capability also deserves mention. The base model can carry R-60M missiles, while later versions gain access to the R-73 with thrust vectoring capability. Combined with excellent low-speed handling, these make the Frogfoot surprisingly dangerous even against fighters. On the Su-25T and Su-39, survivability in air combat is further enhanced by an electro-optical countermeasure system, which disrupts infrared missile tracking in the rear hemisphere. Another iconic aircraft is the Su-24 tactical bomber. It boasts high speed and can carry up to 3 fire-and-forget missiles, enabling a devastating single strike on enemy formations. Keep in mind that Ha-29T missiles can be complemented with laser-guided Ha-25ML missiles or TV-guided bombs. The pinnacle of Sukhoi's strike aviation development is the Su-34. Even faster and more maneuverable than the Su-24, it can employ the full range of weaponry against both air and ground targets. Its equipment and flight characteristics allow strikes from maximum distances, with the aircraft staying safe beyond the reach of enemy air defense. Notably, it is the only aircraft in the game capable of carrying a 3-ton satellite-guided bomb. So, what tactics do you prefer when flying Sukhoi attack jets? Share your thoughts in the comments down below.